Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Mic check, swag check. Alright, what's up, SMG gang? Let's go! Hey. Alright, press the any button. Mic check, swag check. Hell yeah, bro. Please help us avoid spoilers, dear content creators. As you'll discover, this game is full of intrigue and plot twists. Okay. Please give your audience a spoiler warning before sharing content from beyond the white hallway, so that interested players can fully enjoy the experience for themselves if they wish to. Sincerely, the modern storyteller team. Alright, settings. Muziek is wel popping, man. Doe me denken aan God of War. OG Greek God of War. Maar laten we eerst even naar mijn YouTube page gaan, zodat ik jullie berichten kan zien. Ik zeg jullie, maar je bent de enige hier, hoe zie je. Nieuw beheer, moderators kunnen je kanaal op nog meer manieren ondersteunen. Oké, leuk. You didn't give me a spoiler warning, I'm sorry broski. But here you go, spoiler warning. Kijk, is er Nederlands? Nee. Jammer. Ik tel voor 2, let's go! Draw objective markers. Zullen we dat doen? Objective markers laten zien, of willen we gewoon echt helemaal blindelings die inspections doen? Notifications is wel handig om te hebben, denk ik. Hints, denk ik ook. Subtitles, ja. Ik denk normal wel goed, anders zometeen large. Subtitle background. Ik denk, oh, zie je dope, dan kan alleen blending. Ja, hè? Laten we dat even uitproberen. Een keer. Oké, video, gamma correction. Oké, motion blur, field of view. Audio. Ik dacht echt dat we misschien een 4K optie zouden krijgen, maar I guess not. Master volume. Klinkt oké, I guess. Controls. Oh shit, je hebt gewoon wapens in het spel. Dat wist ik niet. Sprint is L2, crouch, cancel narration, objective guide, zoom, zoom speed, next weapon, next visual style. Oh. Oké, ik ben benieuwd, man. Hier answer you. Oh, wait. Kaulo! Nou, anyways, ik had denk ik maar één. Zoom! Ja, oké. Apply changes. Oké. Alright, ik ben benieuwd, man. Message from the developers. This game was developed by a core team of 3 people over 4 years. Ja, man, ik heb die documentaire gezien toen ik op die station was. Tankstation. This is a mystery game with multiple endings. It rewards thoughtful conversation and exploration, not brute force. Oké, ik ben echt langzaam met voorlezen. Present day. Bro, dit begint net als Outer Wilds, dat je ook zo omhoog kijkt. Zijn wij haar?
Hey,
oh, what the fuck?
You're alive.
Oh.
When I dragged you out of the river, I thought you were never gonna wake up. I checked your pockets for ID, a phone, maybe. I hope you don't mind.
I did mind.
But all I found was some loose change.
The fuck, heb je dat ook over?
Wanna tell me who you are?
Wat? Zo, check die verschil in de handen dan. Bruh.
Well, it's nice to meet you. And I'm sorry to pry, but Any idea why you were floating down the river? What's the last thing you remember?
Ik ging gewoon even zwemmen. Oh shit, okay, so this is basically a build your own character dingus. Your boy! While searching for ancient ruins, years of studying history give you occasional insights into the ancient. Okay, you've military used firearm but only 10 bullets, so you have to use them judiciously. Okay, your time on the run from authorities has made you quick on your feet, and I kind of want to do this. Your recent head trauma has increased your pain threshold. Wow. Yeah, let's speedrun this game.
Really? You know what? Don't answer that. I don't think I want to know. Oh, come on. In your state, I could drop you on your butt and drag you right back into that river if I wanted to. Look, you've just been through a trauma, so I'm gonna forget you said that. But you owe me, and I need a favor.
The fuck?
There are some ruins just behind you. Roman, I think. I need you to go in there and see if you can find a guy named Al for me.
Oeh, zullen we gewoon
He
veranderen
went in
dan?
there a few hours ago, and he hasn't come out. I've been freaking out, wondering if he's trapped or injured or worse. I would have gone in after him, but he made me promise to stay here, no matter what. There's no way I'm leaving without him, so I'm just kind of stuck here, waiting. What I mean is, I was hoping you wouldn't mind going in there to find him.
Wat een
If we
rare
can do
favor.
that, I can get both of you back to civilization in my boat. Please? Oh, of course. Sorry, I don't mean to be pushy. I just... What do you want to know? Oh, there's not much to tell. Feels like I've spent my whole life in a dead-end job with an endless commute.
Damn, 9 to 5,
Know what
huh?
I mean?
Yep.
Oh, I'd rather not say if it's all the same to you.
Maar ik heb wel mijn naam. Oké.
All right, fine. Sorry if I sounded cagey. It's just that I don't always get the best reactions.
Karen!
when I
Oh
introduce
god,
myself.
bro, we're doomed.
My name's Karen. Yeah, something like that. But right now, I have bigger problems.
Ain't no way,
like
bro. Ain't no
finding
way.
Al.
That's gewoon true. Who's Al?
He's the guy who washed up on the riverbank not long before you did. I thought maybe you two knew each other. I guess not. But maybe the two of you can piece together what you're doing here. In any case, you'll like him, I'm sure. Once you find him, that is. You really
Where are
don't
we?
remember? We're in Italy. This river is the Tiber.
Oh, let's go. We're in Italy.
Not much, really. But imagine what you might find in there. Priceless ancient artifacts. Al... What am I, an idiot? You could hike a long, long way in any direction and never find another soul. Trust me.
Hey, ¿cómo estáis?
Great. So you're ready to go look for Al?
Sure.
Thank you. The entrance is just past those columns behind you. Please, hurry. Oh,
That's what I'm
and
good at.
He left this here. But I think you'll need it more than I will.
Okay, I'm really excited for this game, broski. Oh my god, we got a flashlight. Track, examine, oh shit. Okay, okay. New main goal. Quid pro quo. What does that mean? We'll see what betekent dat. Quid pro quo. Oh my god, it's a fish. Yes.
Back already? What's up?
What's up?
Thanks again. And please, hurry.
An old wooden rowboat. Karen must have used it to rescue me from the river. Alright, Karen. Oh, quid pro quo? Ja man. Weet je wat, ik ga gewoon 0 opzoeken. Quid pro quo. Tegenprestatie. Oké, tekenis. Iets voor iets. Oké. An eye for an eye. Alright, volgertje. Zoiets als iets voor iets. Yep. Enter the ruins. We're in the ruins. It's pretty dark, I'm gonna lie. Feedback. Oh, read it! Okay, no. What a button. Photo mode. Hey, tourist. Use photo mode. Bro, alleen 2% van de mensen die het spel hebben gespeeld hebben deze achievement. Vaka is letterlijk alleen een pijltje omhoog drukken. Oké, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oké, 280 seems okay. Compared to 220. Okay, apply changes. Yeah, much better. Okay, did you write something? Okay. Alle berichten, alright. Holy shit, I can run fast. Yeah, maybe I should have used, you know what? I'm going to pick the other option. The historical insights shittle. Your support always allows us to continue doing what we love, and we are deeply grateful. This game is a mystery adventure with multiple endings. Rewards, fate of the cities in your hands, not brute force. Okay. Okay, skip. Bro, look at that expression.
Hey, you're alive. When I dragged you out of the river, I checked your... So... Well, it's nice to meet you. And what's the... Oh,
Insight, okay.
You're an archaeologist? I don't know if it's exact... There are some ruins. He went in there a few hours ago. I would have gone in after... There's no way... I need... If you can do... Oh. All right. You're welcome.
Okay, let's do this. Damn, the 25% really is a game changer, man. Backpack. A backpack full of worn hiking clothes and empty food packets. Nothing valuable here, but still, it seems very strange that AI, the L left it behind.
If you're reading this, it means I've discovered the entrance to an ancient Roman city hidden deep underground. Its existence is long forgotten, all knowledge of it lost, except in the Latin inscription here. It reads, "You who wish to enter the city, step forth and be judged. The virtuous shall be rewarded with eternal life in paradise. The wicked shall find themselves showered in gold, but in vain. For this shall be their final resting place. Could an underground city have remained a secret?
Oh, shit. Fuck. Oh, damn. It's literally made of gold. Literally. It's literally made of gold.
Could an underground city have remained a secret for all this time? Could people have survived down there, against the odds?
Wow,
Seems
what a nice game.
There's only one way to find out. If I'm not back in an hour, I'm somewhere on the other side. Consider this an invitation. Or a warning.
Ooh.
Al Worth.
Cell phone. A broken cell phone. It probably belonged to Al. It's of no use down here. Whoa. Damn, they're all looking at me. That's kind of creepy. What a neck movement, jongen. Holy moly. Wait, what? Bruh, shut the ga weg met die shit, bro. Koude creepy. Cap, bro, cap. Don't do this to me. Sheesh. Alright, I'm liking this game already. What the shit, bruh. Is your boy. Staan ze ineens achter je? No. Er is zo'n game, hè. Die heet Ghostwire Tokyo. En er is letterlijk zo'n spel. Dat als je omdraait, dat er gewoon een mannequin achter je staat. En als je te vaak niet naar hem kijkt, dat hij dan jou gaat achtervolgen. Creepy, man. Maar deze dude kijkt niet naar mij. Okay, never mind. Oh. Sheesh. Day. Oh my god, bro. I don't know why, but I really like these kind of games. Oh, Kaulo! Motherfucker. A Roman gladiator. Gekke badijs. Oh shit, dat was inderdaad een badijs. A Roman gladiator mid-stride. What could... Niet lachen, bro. What could have made a gladiator flee? Whoa. Look at that shadow, bro. Sheesh. Those are people turned into statues. Yeah, I think so too. Moet wel. Oh, okay. A young Roman woman. It looks like she was begging for her life. Wat nou ze dit doen? Can we also move other statues? Oh damn, I'm sorry. Just looking for L. Disrespect. Wauw, gewoon een underground city, man. Sheesh. Geen wonder dat het vergeten is. I really love it when games do this. A Roman military commander attempting to scramble away from something. Roman legionary in a state of terror. Damn, it's pretty big, man. Doe me denken aan die ene level van Assassin's Creed Revelations. Dat je ook ondergronds bent. Hey, ik kan hem niet... En Cappadocia. Is dat de naam van die plek? A Roman woman who appears to be praying for help that never came. Shit, I don't think you can do it. Too bad. Oh, is that L? Het ziet er wel naar uit, man. Golden statue of an old man wearing modern clothing. This must be L, but how is it even possible? Damn, bro. Sucks for you, man. That's some good rope. Rope is ook van goud, hè? Welke stone tablet weet wat ik vind, man. Hoe krijg ik die pop-up? Oh! Oh, ik kan sneaken. Wow! Ik kan verschillende filters opzetten. Zo cool. Las Vegas. Oh shit. Het ziet er wel beter uit eigenlijk, man. Hellish. Foef. Game Child. Mozaïek. Nee, wauw, dit spel, man. Mosaic Q. Color cartoon. Wow. Die zwarte lijnen en zo. Default. Okay, that's kind of cool, not gonna lie.
To whoever reads this, I'm sorry you had to find me like this.
Don't tablet.
And worse, you'll suffer the same fate I did.
Oh my god, so good.
I've spent a lifetime in this place, going around and around in circles, searching for a way out. The inscription was right. There is no way back. In here, there are only two options: death, or that godforsaken doorway into the past. I made the mistake of stepping through it. I wanted to set things right. And I tried. I really tried. Whatever I did, it took me right back to the beginning.
Loop.
Don't make the same mistake. Better to end it all now. And find out what awaits you beyond that portal.
Hey, dit is spannend, man. Ik ben echt excited. Ik dacht als een persona hoorde. Hey, stop with the whispers, bruh. Golden statue. A Roman man on his knees as if he was begging for the gods for the mercy. Damn. Never ending fire? Whoa! Black hole? Holy shit. Oh my god. Not gonna lie man, Uzi, je hebt gelijk, space games en time travel games en shit zijn best wel leuk. Forget me not. Relief. A Roman relief. Point of origin. Figure out how to return to your original time. A Roman relief depicting a great circular portal and two women. What? I wonder what they could be. Maar had ik geen insight. Hey, een appel. Oh! Bruh, I thought I was expecting this. Maar het is letterlijk dat. Zo dom. And two women. Oké. Ik denk dat die twee vrouwen misschien belangrijk zijn. This dude. Yo, dat is die guy die we omver hadden gegooid. What's good, homie?
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius.
I'm your
Mind
boy.
telling me who you are and what you were doing in the Shrine of Proserpina?
Your boy.
No idea what you're talking about. Oh, wait. Are you a bit, you know, not right in the head? That's all right,
British?
Everyone's welcome here. We sort of lose
thanks,
track of the
I
date
guess?
down here, but it feels like the beginning of spring to me, so I'd say early March? It's 817 AUC. Sorry, you look confused. 817 years since the founding of Rome. Which part of the empire are you from, exactly?
Oh shit, kijk eens aan Uzi. CE betekent?
CE? No idea what you're talking about. But listen, most folks seem a bit confused when they get here, but you seem very lost, and in more ways than one. So let me make this nice and simple for you. Live by our law here, and we'll all get along just fine.
Okay.
Not laws, law. There's just one, the golden rule, and the punishment for breaking it's, well, it's kind of horrific. But
Damn.
our magistrate insists we take all newcomers to see him, so I guess I'll let him fill you in. So then, you coming?
Galerius.
Follow me. When I first arrived, I couldn't believe there were people living
Hey,
down
yo.
here. But, as you can see, we've got a nice little community now.
Common era.
Only 23 of us at the moment, if you count
okay.
the 3 who are missing. No idea how, since nobody knows a way out. But it's just big and dark enough to get lost in, if you're not careful.
Aren't you going to introduce me to your handsome new friend, Galerius?
Keep it in your loincloth, Aurelia. I'm taking him to see the magistrate.
That pompous old bore won't be magistrate for much longer. Anyone who helps vote him out today drinks at my bar for free tonight.
Hey, dat is ook een gouden statue.
Politics. I'd stay clear of it and her, if I were you. She's... it's not my place to say. Down on your right is our farm, where I grow all the food you'll ever want. As long as all you want is leek, cabbage, and wheat.
Oh, really, yeah?
That one usually gets a chuckle.
The bloodless shadows wander without flesh or bone.
Don't mind Livia. She means well. She's just been in a bad place since... Well, you know, I don't know what happened to her. Up here on your right is the chasm. If you've got a weapon, it belongs way down at the bottom. Up on your left is the forum, where you can visit the market or get yourself patched up in Lucretia's clinic in the Shrine of Apollo. Most of us have almost nothing, just what we had on us when we arrived, and what we've been able to make and scrounge up since. And this central plateau is where the magistrate and the other patricians live, so don't expect a warm welcome.
Hilarious. You're meant to be working the farm, not trudging dirt into the villas.
Take it easy, Horatius. I was just taking our new friend here to see the magistrate.
Well, he's asked me to escort the newcomer personally. The farm. Go. Now.
You'd better go with him. But just remember, they're not like you and me. Don't let them use you.
What was that? What did you just say?
I said it'll take some getting used to.
Yeah, I'm watching you, farm boy. Greetings, citizen. My name's Horatius. Magistrate Sentius asked me to escort you to him personally. Follow me, please. Follow me. The only thing you really need to understand right now is the Golden Rule. Let me see if I can explain it this way. When I was serving in the Legion, if there was a mutiny brewing in one cohort, the legate in charge wouldn't waste time finding the bad apples among hundreds.
Wow.
They just divided us into groups of 10. Made
What
us
an
draw
environment.
straws. And whoever drew the short straw had to be executed by the other 9. Didn't matter whether he'd done anything wrong. One of us in 10 would die for the crimes of the collective. We call it decimation. If that seems like rough justice to you, you're in for a rude shock. Because the Golden Rule is exactly 10 times worse. The magistrate can explain the rest. He's up these stairs. What now? I'm a legionary of the 1st Italica, but there's not a lot of fighting down here. So the magistrate has assigned me other duties. I act as the magistrate's right-hand man, keeping an eye on his daughters. Daughter, I should say. And the others, and making sure they're all behaving. I also keep a register of new arrivals. I'm from Liguria, up north originally. I was doing all right for myself. 12 years into my service. Had a nice girl lined up for when it was all over. Not anymore. She's probably figured I'm long gone and moved on by now. I try not to think about it. My commander sent me to deliver a message to Rome. While I was there, I thought I'd do something nice for my girl. And pick up a little pendant from a silversmith. That's when the crowd started flooding through the streets, shouting fire. People were screaming, trampling each other. Then some Genetricum fugitive tried to take advantage of the chaos.
What
and
the
pinch my
fuck?
pendant. I remember chasing him through the crowds, down towards the river. And then, nothing. Blacked out and woke up near here. No idea how I ended up floating so far downriver. But I'm fortunate to be alive, I suppose. Ah, don't be. As Seneca the Younger said, difficulty strengthens the mind, as labor does the body. That said, Sentilla's disappearance has been more difficult than I'd care to admit. He's one of the better commanders I've ever had, that's for sure. Good stoic. Lives by Seneca's words. Treat your inferior as you would wish your superior to treat you. Can't ask for much more than that.
Seems like a good guy. Damn, I see what they did. Je gaat niet alleen in Engels horen, maar ook Latin soms. Net als Assassin's Creed.
I went around asking the same questions when I first arrived. Never did find a way out. But I learned how to accept my situation. To bear trials with a calm mind robs misfortune of its strength and burden. That's from Seneca the Younger, if you're interested. I don't see why not. Just make sure I get it back by tomorrow.
Oh, wait, I actually got it. Aurelia. Ooh, okay. Summary register of each person in the city in alphabetical order. Reading mode. Okay, Aurelia, commoner duty, tavern keeper, tavern slum. Claims to know a way out. Claudia, patrician, wife Meliolus. Villa Central, notes nothing. Decius, commoner, merchant, forum. Next page. Domitius? Domitius. Melodious guard, slum, salve, Claudia. Duilius. Commoner unable to work. Oh no. Imprisoned in warehouse. Oh shit, okay. Equitia, patrician, vestal priestess, villa lower. just gonna read it like this. Fabia, class commoner, baker, slum. Galerius, commoner, farmer, slum. Georgius, foreigner, merchant. Hannibal Lecter, foreigner, forged for scrap, slum, died in cistern. Oh, he dead. Horatius, guard. Chabash, foreigner, fisherman, slum. Iulia, patrician, debt bondsman to Melodius. Livia, commoner, hairdresser. Oh shit. Wait, hairdresser? Wasn't she like the crazy one? Now refuses to work. Lucrezia, foreigner, nurse. Melodius, patrician, Moneylend. Oh, he's a fucking money shark, whatever it's called. Naivia, physician, locked herself in palace. Octavia, cleaning, gardening. Rufius, increasingly agitated. Cynthia, Sugatur Villa. Scintilla, Sentius, Virgil. Alright, ja.
Of course.
Waarom zou je het zomaar geven aan mij? Ik ken me pas net.
Well, as I always say, it's kind of like a divine version of the practice of decimation in the Legion. By threatening to execute 1 in 10 men, the idea is to ensure order and discipline among everyone. And it works. If you knew you could be executed because your brother-in-arms is planning a mutiny, well, you'd bloody well watch him like 100-eyed Argus, wouldn't you? Because your only chance of saving yourself is to stop bad things before they happen. Makes us all responsible for keeping each other in check.
Wow,
it's
okay.
brutal, of course, but effective. The Legion wouldn't be the most formidable force in the world without it. A war crime. Isn't that a contradiction in terms? As Cicero said, in times of war the law falls silent. Your sort wouldn't last a week in the Legion. What's done is done. I was forced to execute my brothers in arms, and those memories will always visit me in my sleep. But life is harsh, and I've come to accept my lot. As with the Golden Rule, I don't have any control over it. So railing against it would be like trying to stop the seasons or the tides. As Seneca the Younger wrote, true happiness is to enjoy the present without anxious dependence upon the future. Not to amuse ourselves with either hopes or fears.
Oh my god,
To
bro.
rest satisfied with what we have, which is sufficient. For he that is so wants nothing. If you like. All right?
Maar waarom praat hij British? Zo, dat... Random ass... Wanneer je de trap oploopt, is het echt... Dat ziet er echt janky uit. Is dat Caesar? Oh, Sentius.
We're finally alone. I assume you already know who I am.
Wat een stem.
May
Holy
I
shit.
know your name?
It's your boy!
A curious name.
Ja.
To match a curious accent. But I digress. I see you have the piercing and astute eyes of a man of great learning. We're always happy to welcome another scholar to our little community. Equitia will be delighted to meet you, I'm sure.
Oh, Equitia,
Now,
Equitia.
you're probably wondering why I summoned you, and I'll get to that. But first, take a look at this wondrous place, would you? A secret city built deep in the mountains, many hundreds of years ago. Indeed. More importantly, consider the miraculous community we've built here over the last 7 months. 22 complete strangers brought together by the fates, living and working together in our own little paradise. And in all that time, not a single sin has been committed. No fights, no theft, nothing. Have you ever witnessed something so extraordinary as a city without sin?
Ja, Roffa.
Well,
Nee, JK.
I'm not sure I believe that. But the reason for this miracle is as simple as it is terrifying. If even one person commits a sin here, every last one of us will die. You see, the builders of this place, whoever they were, left inscriptions warning, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." From what we can gather, breaking the law here will anger the gods and provoke a terrible punishment. Like the curses of Medusa and Midas combined, turning us all
Medusa?
to gold. We've come to call it the Golden Rule. It's extraordinary that we've survived as long as we have, and each day I grow more and more afraid that our time in the sun is almost up. And now it seems that day is finally here. All that matters is that somebody in this city is about to break the Golden Rule. Why else would Proserpina send you now? Unless you and I can stop them, our doom is assured. I know that's a lot to take in, and you look like you have questions. Please, ask away.
Okay, nice.
An intelligent question. There was a good deal of debate about that in our first weeks here. Does it refer to crimes or to some other ill-defined wrong? Of course, everyone agrees on the basics. No theft, no assault, and certainly no murder. But beyond that, it was more difficult to reach a consensus. What about lying, insulting someone, blasphemy, trespass, trying to escape, bribery, infidelity, suicide?
What?
As magistrate, I had to exercise leadership, and so I made a decision. We must uphold the laws of the Empire to a standard never before seen. And we must honor the peace of the gods, the sacred accord between the gods and the people of Rome. It is only by offering the gods the proper respect that we may prosper, as Rome has for centuries. Barbaric? Barbaric? What are you talking about? The Empire is the most civilizing force.
Ik zeg zomaar wat,
in the
hè.
world.
Niet dat ik het mee eens ben of zo.
Rome is a beacon of light in the darkness. For 800 years she has borne great statesmen, philosophers, poets, artists, and engineers. We have comprehensive laws protecting the rights of our citizens, which have unified countless warring tribes all across the Mediterranean and beyond, from Gallia to Judea. All our citizens are treated the same, regardless of the color of their skin or their sexual preference. Can you say the same? When our people are starving, they are given food rations, and when they are wronged, they have the right to bring the guilty party before the magistrate. Our laws forbid treason, murder, assault, and rape, as well as theft and arson, and so on. No other civilization in the world is so advanced, and you have the hubris to call us barbaric.
Hubris is lef? Ik ben even benieuwd wat hubris betekent. Hubris meaning. Expressive pride or self-confidence. Verwaandheid. Oké, what the fuck betekent verwaandheid dan?
I
My
have
bad,
made
bro.
my pronouncement on the subject. Unfortunately, there are still those here who resist, whispering blasphemous and treasonous lies in the shadows. I would be keeping a close eye on them if I were you. You see, in my search for a way to save my people, I learned of an ancient ritual to Proserpina, the goddess of the cycle of life and renewal. It's said to open a doorway in time, so that if the unthinkable happens, one person can pass through it and travel back to
Oh.
the past. And when I saw you arrive in a flash of light from the goddess's shrine, I knew that person was you. You don't belong in our time, do you? 2,000 years? That is unfathomable. Please, tell me, in your time, what did you see? What had become of us? Of this city? I have imagined it, our downfall, 1,000 times, but it still breaks my heart to hear the truth of it. All I can tell you is that it's a ritual sacrifice to Proserpina. I stumbled across instructions. I have to recite a prayer, and of course, as with all rituals, some sacrifice is involved. Usually that means wine or food, or in some cases a live animal. In this case, the sacrifice is rather more costly. The life of the person performing the ritual. I don't suppose you saw any sign of me in the future? I assume that was me. If I'm forced to perform the ritual, it's going to cost me everything. You'll try to make sure I don't need to use it, won't you?
Ja, ik wil het net zeggen, I'll do my best.
Well, I suppose that's all I can ask for. Well, I believe you're in the best position to go around asking people questions. You're new here, and it'll seem perfectly normal. As for me, well, it pains me to say my attempts to impose order have not earned me many friends. I fear I may not even remain magistrate after today's election. The people here would only treat my curiosity with suspicion. You shouldn't have that problem, though, unless, of course, you get off on the wrong foot. Do you ever stare at a problem for so long that you can't see it for what it is anymore? What's needed here is a fresh pair of eyes.
Damn,
The
hij
less
heeft de
I
punt, man,
prejudice
met
the
die eerste
independence of your
opmerking.
investigation, the better. Me? Why would you suspect me? I've just told you. I'm about to sacrifice my own life to ensure these people have a second chance. What reason could you possibly have to suspect me, of all people? I'm glad you think so. Without trust, without each other, we won't be able to prevent what is about to happen. Well, all right. There are those who wish to vote me out of office so that they can pursue their own misguided political agenda. Frankly, their selfishness and recklessness risk destabilizing the entire city. I would be looking very carefully at them if I were you. If I understand Proserpina's ritual correctly, that problem should take care of itself. Let me see if I can explain. If you manage to prevent the sin that breaks the Golden Rule, I won't need to bring you here. I won't create the portal, and you will never have been able to come here. Thus, you'll have created a paradox.
Yeah, paradox.
If this occurs, you should be flung back to your own time, having changed the past for all of us. Make sense?
Waarom niet?
Ah, good. So, are you with me? Can I count on you to figure out who's about to break the Golden Rule? Wonderful. Now, I need you to investigate the city, talk to everyone, help them if it'll win their trust. I authorize you to enter private homes and inspect possessions and documents, unless, of course, you're asked to leave. Figure out who the culprit is, and as soon as you have a name, come back and tell me immediately. Oh, and one last thing. If I were you, I'd start my investigation by visiting Lucretia at the Shrine of Apollo in the Forum. I heard wailing from there not long ago. Seems like something's not right.
Lucretia. This will prioritize a new quest showing its objective markers only. But I don't have objective markers, right? Yeah, okay. Oh, driehoekje, okay.
Ah, you've returned. Do you... Of course. What is it? What? It looks like you'll have to continue your investigation. Ask them. Good. Sextus Sentius Imperiosus is my name, though magistrate is the proper way to address me. Before I wound up here, I was a decurion in the cavalry of Imperial Rome, helping protect civilization from the barbarians. It's a cavalry officer. I had 30 men under my command. This was my uniform. As magistrate, I usually wear a toga, but today I may need to survive long enough to create the portal for you, so it seemed prudent. My men and I were at the Emporium in Rome as honor guard for a visiting dignitary arriving upriver by barge. Now the port is usually bustling, but just as our guests arrived, waves of people began running toward the river from streets and alleyways in every direction. They were trying to escape a terrible fire. Unfortunately, the crowd sent my horse into a panic, and I remember it losing its footing by the water's edge. The next thing I knew, I was waking up on a riverbank not far from here in the company of some stranger. I went looking for my horse and discovered that lonely temple. You can probably figure out the rest. I was elected 7 months ago, uncontested because of my command experience. Since then, there's been growing agitation for another election. They're supposed to be annual, but I agreed to hold it sooner, hoping it would placate my constituents. Unfortunately, it just seems to have emboldened certain elements instead. Very well. If I did, I'd have led these people out of here already. I've had plenty of time to think about it. Let me see if I can sum up my thoughts. I've always considered my guiding star to be the well-being of the Roman people. Our survival and prosperity have always hinged upon honoring the peace of the gods, the sacred accord between the gods and the people of Rome. Give the gods what they want and we all prosper. Dishonor them and we all die. It's as simple as that. The real enemy in this place is not the golden rule, but human failings. The temptation to slide into degeneracy, greed, and hubris. I trust that answers your question. Thank you. I'll be waiting here for news.
Okay.
If you're snooping around in my possessions, you're wasting your time.
Small household shrine where ancient Romans offered daily prayers for protection. Oeh, steel. Nee, dat is niet goed. Or should we try it, Uzi? Zullen we het proberen? Kijken wat er gebeurt. Scintilla expresses gratitude for Sentius. To Sentius for adopting her. Okay. May Jupiter Optimus Prime continue to protect and guide you. Thank you for making me your daughter and for the lovely birthday pendant. I promise we'll wear it always. Hold on a second. I promise we'll wear it always. I think she's missing another eye. I feel so safe and fortunate to have you as my father and Sentia as my sister. Scintilla and Sentia. I sense you've been feeling apprehensive about the election next month, but if you can just show them the strong and dependable man I know you to be, you will be re-elected, I'm sure of it. Okay, that's kind of cool. These carrots are purple, as they were before modern orange carrots were cultivated. What? Oh shit. Huh. It's no doubt unpleasant cooking with such poor ventilation, but Romans probably regarded it as their servant's problem. Damn. Alright, Centilla? Cynthia?
Ugh, I wish Horatius would stop letting barbarians in here. What do you want?
The fuck is jouw probleem?
I'm Cynthia, eldest daughter of the magistrate.
Okay.
But you'd know that if you'd been invited in here and introduced properly. What are you doing in here? And why are you dressed like that? Ugh, what is it with you people? You heard the rumor that my little sister escaped and figure I must know a way out too. Is
Okay,
that
klap
it?
haar.
Well, that's just a stupid rumor. We have no idea what happened to Centilla.
Oh,
I
she's
wish
a...
you mouth breathers would just leave me alone. I don't know. Can you? Can you tell me how a person could have disappeared from a city with no exits and no crime? Was she snatched away by the harpies? It was 3 weeks ago. We ate our evening meal together, and I remember she seemed happy. In love. We went into our rooms, I went to sleep, and when I woke up, she was gone. That's it. I think so, yes. But she was very careful about keeping his identity a secret, even from me. Because our father had plans to marry her off, eventually, and even a rumor about her attachment to some mystery man might have ruined those plans. That doesn't surprise me. To him, it was like a prize cow wandering off from its paddock. He's upset, of course, but he says he's too busy with the election to help look for her, so he's letting Horatius do the heavy lifting. Some good that's done. I don't know, but it's been 3 weeks since she disappeared, and he hasn't come forward. That might speak to a guilty conscience. All I know is, whoever he is, he's still here in the city.
Okay.
You really aren't from here, are you? All Roman women are named after their fathers. I think it's their way of branding us, like cattle to be sold at market. His family name is Sentius, so I'm Sentia because I'm the eldest, and my little sister is formerly Sentia Minor, but she's affectionately known as Centilla. I hope you're not insinuating I'm somehow pleased with her disappearance.
Oh.
Ugh, you're awful. Get out of my villa and never speak to me again.
Uh-oh.
Do I need to ask Horatius to escort you out of here? Get...
Shit, I messed up, bruh. Nope.
Ugh, this place has become a thoroughfare.
That's some lamp. What now? Not that it's any of your business, but my loyalty is and always will be with Sentius. Unfortunately, I don't think my vote is going to make any difference today. See, Domitius has been going around town, shoring up votes for Malleolus with lies, bribery, and intimidation. The man's a savage, but he's a gladiator, so people fear and respect him more than they should. Sentius knows about it, of course, but he doesn't have the same rat cunning as Malleolus. This place will be different with that sleaze at the helm. But I try not to worry about things I can't change. I appreciate the thought. But you're new here, and I just can't see how you could make an impact in the time between now and the election this afternoon. In any case, if you're interested in the election, go and have a chat with Equitia, the Vestal Priestess. She'll be overseeing proceedings. All right?
Ceramic ink jar. The ink appears to be made from soot and water. Also cool. Flowers and oil. Oh. There's a spiegel, bro. The brass has been polished into a rudimentary mirror, which has been used for applying makeup. Wow, zelfs in detail had je make-up. Cosmetic jar. Brass jar containing some sort of powder for makeup.
Are they?
Nee, geen reactie op een zaklamp. Zo, kijk deze guy dan push-ups doen.
What were you two talking about? Don't play dumb. I saw you. Having a shady little chat with old man Sentius up on his balcony. What's he offering you? Money? Favours? What's your vote worth to him? What? You're throwing your lot in with him for free then? That's even worse. Mark my words, Malleolus is going to be magistrate by the end of the day. And if I tell him you've sided with that feeble old has-been, that you've been trying to undermine his hard-won victory, you'll have picked the wrong patron. Got it?
I kinda want to do this.
Good. Then stay out of it. Can't hurt. Her name's Domitius. You want to get to Malleolus, you go through me. Why? Because I am a gladiator. That's why. You want to see me fight? Keep running your mouth, fatuous cunnis.
Wat betekent fatuous cunnis? Fatuous cunnis. Let's see what that means. Fatuous cunnis meaning. It's calling me stupid.
When Malleolus wins the election, yeah? This place will change.
Yeah, so
You
basically,
won't
yeah.
even want to leave. You'll see. I think it's gone on long enough, and Malleolus is going to put an end to it once he's elected.
Oh. Waarom de O?
We've already lined up the votes he needs to win. Just stay out of our way, and we won't have a problem. Malleolus, of course. If old man Sentius can't even protect his own daughter,
Oef.
how can we trust him to protect us?
Vertalen gestuurd. Oh, for real? Hoezo dan? Hoezo heeft hij dat verwijderd? Ik dacht je was nog ook de moderator. Probeer zeg maar spaties erin te gooien. Misschien dan dat hij niet...
Too bad. He's busy. Unless... No. You don't look like you could afford it. I'm glad you asked. See, he's a busy man, and this is an important day. He'll be inside practicing his victory speech for tonight. Left me strict instructions he doesn't want to be disturbed. So if you want to see him, I'll need something valuable in return. bribe? That's such an ugly word. What I'm looking for is more of a tribute to me, your soon-to-be patron. Dunno. Something good. Just make it good. Yeah? What have you got for me? If you set one foot in that villa without permission, I'll skin you alive, you pusillanimous
Scodius Modius. Oh, fat cunt. Sentius and Malleolus, same excrement, different smell. Damn. Somebody doesn't like both of them.
What now? Hey, you're not thinking about going into the cistern, are you? Nobody's told you about Hannibal? Ugh, why do I have to do everything round here? So, there was this guy called Hannibal, right? Funny accent. Used to go down into the cisterns looking for junk he could clean up and sell. One day, a few weeks back, he comes out and tells me the cisterns are haunted. Said he could hear spirits wailing. Of course, nobody believed him, because who trusts a Carthaginian, right? Anyway, a few days later, he goes back in. And hours go by, and he hasn't come back out, yeah? So I go down after him, and it's dark. But in the distance, I can just make out his body, sprawled out on the ground, and hunched over him was something that made my blood run cold. No word of a lie. I saw a creature. Like the corpse of a man who'd been flayed. And it was eating Hannibal. If it was a man, maybe. But I swear on my life this was no man. More like a Strix. Or some Versipelus that feeds on human flesh. I didn't stick around to see which. What any sane person would have done. I legged it out of there and put a sign at the door to warn the others. Without a weapon? Well, it's your funeral.
Okay, yeah, maybe let's go to Lucretia first. Apollo's Shrine. Yeah, it's over here. She dead? Oh damn. PP Longhouse.
Give me a moment. Sorry I'm such a mess. I just lost a patient and a dear friend. Julia. She was a good woman. She was poisoned. She came in here frothing at the mouth. Normally I'd treat her with resin of silphium, a rare plant which is perfect for this sort of thing. And I knew Decius had some at his market stall, right around the corner. So I ran over there, but he just looks at me with this evil smile and says, "That'll be 1,000 denarii." There was no way I could afford that, and he knew it. Then that toad shrugs and says, "Supply and demand. I guess you don't value your friend's life that highly." Anywhere else, I'd just pay a thug to steal it from his stall. But there's no way I can do that down here, with the golden rule. So all I could do is come back here and just watch her die. I kept on apologizing. And now I'll never know who poisoned her, or how they managed to do it without breaking the golden rule, or why she cursed that snake's cruel black eyes with her dying breath. Well, unless you have the power to bring someone back from the dead, There's really just one thing you can do. Get me that silphium resin. I'm going to have another patient in here soon. Could be in the next day or in the next hour. And I will not allow this to happen again. I don't care how you get it, but you have to make it happen. Because if I lose another patient this way, I swear to the gods below, not even the golden rule will stop me from marching up to that genetricum fututo and scratching his eyes out.
Whoa.
Well, come back if you get sick or injured. Day or night, I'll do what I can.
Oh, oké. Rondjes springen. Collection of barbaric-looking medical
May Apollo keep you safe.
including forceps and shears. Large stone statue of Apollo the Roman and Greek god of disease and healing. Oh, was hij niet de god van zon?
Greetings and salutations. Greetings, I'm Georgius. It gladdens me to see another foreigner in our midst. We must stick together, you and I. And I must say, my sartorial friend, your clothing is most extraordinary. Leather boots in place of sandals, trousers with precise stitching, and such a curious design. I have traveled distant trade routes from the markets of Damascus to the farms of India. And never have I seen anyone dressed quite like you. Tell me, I must know. From which exotic part of the world do you hail?
Athena en Eris waren bij. Oh, je hebt gelijk.
And now you have me more intrigued than before. But since it appears you do not wish to share, I will wait until we are better friends. We will have much time here to get to know one another. But for now, do you require assistance? I know you do not require clothing, so information perhaps? My story? How kind of you to ask. I am a tailor and I run the humble shop in the forum. A good question. A very good question indeed. And I would be happy to tell you if only I could remember it clearly myself. I remember I had just been to Rome to sell an extraordinary selection of wares, and drowning in coin, I decided to celebrate my success. I rented a prestigious villa by the Tiber, invited over a few select friends, and we began making our way through some of the most exquisite wine money could buy. Quite a lot of it, in fact. Now, I have had visions and awoken in strange places before. I have even found myself naked in the desert sands more than once, but none of that compares to this. This time, I remember people screaming, then falling into a void as empty as time before creation, gasping for air, and then nothing. When I regained my faculties, I was lying naked by the banks of the Tiber, gods know how many miles from my villa. Indeed. I'm lucky I was carrying a little extra weight. I believe it kept me afloat. In any case, it seems I'd been rescued and resuscitated by a benevolent stranger. I went to find firewood for his campfire, stumbled across a cave, and discovered that trapdoor temple. And here I am. You mean to say, with all the turmoil and terror of the Golden Rule, and so few customers, why bother setting shop at all? I'll tell you, it is precisely because of the Golden Rule that I wish to remind my friends of the importance of looking one's best. I say, the more of our customs we preserve down here, the more we can preserve a semblance of normality, the better our chances of keeping our heads. Don't you agree? Anything you like. Shh! Not so loud! What are you playing at? Have you not been told about the last attempt? Oh, then I suppose this duty falls to me. Ah, it is a long story. Aha, you are witty. I like that. Of course, the first question any of us asks when we first arrive is, how do I escape? It is only natural after all. And scaling the chasm wall is out of the question, for it is simply too steep and too far. But as they say, if the wind fails, use the oars. And here the second option is to leave the way we came in, through the shaft above the bathhouse. See, the shaft is quite high, but if one gathered up enough wood, one could make a series of ladders and climb one's way out. I admire your enthusiasm, my friend, but please allow me to explain why this is inadvisable. There was an attempt, made by resourceful fellows who lived here some years ago. They even decided to keep records of their escape attempt for posterity. Unfortunately, as soon as they began to carry the first ladder down the hallway, they heard a godlike voice shake the entire city, and that, tragically, is where their tale ends. So it seems that to merely attempt escape is to invite the wrath of whichever god oversees this place, and so I say it is best to not even discuss it aloud. Ah, yes. The many shall suffer for the sins of the one. As a Greek, this is nothing new to me. It is how our gods operate.
Oh, is Greeks.
Have you not heard the tale of the god Hades? He was the first to learn this dreadful lesson when he abducted Persephone and imprisoned her in the underworld. When Demeter, the mother of Persephone, learned of this, she did not punish Hades, the guilty one. Instead, she changed the climate of Earth so that it became hot and dry. Nothing grew. The grain turned to empty husks and the rivers dried up. Innocent people died by the tens of thousands, until at last the other gods were forced to act, lest they have no worshippers left. So yes, we know this rule. This has always been the case. The Golden Rule has merely brought it into focus. If we are to survive, I say we must each heed the simple wisdom of Thales of Miletus, first of the 7 sages of Greece, who said, "Avoid doing what you would blame others for doing." It does, doesn't it? But it is not enough for us to do this alone. For even if 99% of us adopt this principle, that will never be enough. Sadly, no matter how well we protect ourselves, the life's work of many good people can be undone in the blink of an eye by a single selfish act. It is not all bad, my friend, because it is this fragility which makes life so precious. But on a lighter note, I will say one thing for the Golden Rule. For all their grim and haunting poses, these golden statues do make magnificent models for my clothing, do they not?
Okay, I am back. The monster went into my soul. My bad, bro.
That, my friend, is quite the dilemma. But after some reflection, I'm leaning toward voting for Malleolus. I do not enjoy the thought of another visit from Domitius if I voted the wrong way. Nothing comes to my mind, my friend. I hope that our paths cross again soon, my friend.
Wat een aardige guy, man. Wacht, misschien zegt hij wel wat over mijn zaklamp. Kijk, licht.
That lamp! Never have I seen its equal.
Waarom heeft hij gouden statues hier? Bro, dan kan hij die bedden liggen sowieso goed. Dyes for coloring clothing. These appear to have been extracted from plants and insects.
You look well, my sartorial friend.
Sartorial? The fuck does that even mean? Who bitch this is?
How'd you do?
These
Salve, stranger, and welcome to our idyllic little slice of the Empire. I'm Dacius. Terrible shame what happened to Yulia, but we just have to carry on, don't we?
Oh, zijn haren zijn cool.
You mean, how did I end up here? That is a lengthy tale. Alright. Well, you see, I'm in the business of procuring rare and precious objects liberated from the enemies of Rome. Mostly sculptures, vases, the occasional slave, fetch a magnificent price in Roman high society. Had myself a nice little shop in Rome, just off the Forum. Lots of foot traffic and close to the docks. Good place to be when the fires broke out. See, about 7 months ago, half of Rome caught on fire. Everyone who couldn't get to an outer gate was running for the river, open to escape by barge. So I gathered my coins and some priceless vases into a cart and had my most loyal slave girl, pretty young thing named
Clothing
Acantha,
friend, okay.
push it for me. All the way down to the river, I'm elbowing for a stampede of people, turning back now and then to make sure she hasn't legged it with my valuables. But, to my surprise, we make it, and I see this barge loading up. It's so
Yeah,
it's almost sinking. But the captain's happy to take my coin, so I start boarding, and then he puts his hand on my chest and he says, "No, too heavy. The cart or the girl." So I did what anyone would have done. The girl? Weren't you listening? All my valuables or the girl? I mean, I can always buy a new slave girl if I still have my money. So I put my hand on the car, and I guess she realised what was happening because those pretty black eyes of hers go all wide.
Oh.
And in one swift motion, she topples the whole bloody thing into the Tiber. No, I dived in after it, of course. Aren't you paying attention? That was a bloody fortune. Only, I guess I must have hit my head or something, because everything went black. When I came to, I'd washed up on the riverbank, not far from here, with nothing in the world but a single silver coin.
Carts of girls, bro. What color is your cart?
Thank you, friend. But it turns out it might have been a stroke of good fortune, because this place is a veritable treasure trove. Look around you. There must be more gold in here than in the treasury of Rome. If I can just figure out how to get it out of here.
Oh, is hij die sinner?
I'm afraid not. If you're desperate, I did hear that Aurelia down at the tavern claims to know of a way out, but I'm not sure I trust her. Some people here are a little shady for my liking. It's terrible for inflation is what it is. There's so much gold just lying around, it's practically worthless. At least down here. Of course, I have an idea for generating real wealth, but what I need is a bow. Just a simple composite bow. I've scoured this city from top to bottom with no luck. But if you happen to find one, bring it to me and we'll talk. Oh, well, technically yes, but that just means you'll need to be a little discreet. Thank you, friend. Malleolus. I mean, Sentius couldn't even keep his daughter safe. What hope does he have of protecting us? Certainly. Certainly. All I ask is a reasonable price of 1,000 denarii. That's hardly my concern. But if you get a job, work hard and save your coins, You should be able to afford it within, say, 5 years? Oh, it's perfectly legal. Simply a question of supply and demand, I'm afraid. Take it or leave it. Hear what? You sure you're feeling all right? If you're hearing things, perhaps you should pay a visit to Lucretia's clinic. We don't want another Navia on our hands. She claimed the statues were whispering to her. Nobody else could hear it. Then she shut herself in the palace and we never heard from her again. But I digress. Do you want this silphium or not? Very well. Perhaps I can interest you in something within your budget? Very well. Another time.
Zo, hoeveel quests heb ik gewoon niet gekregen? What the fuck? Opius, the thief stole my purse and I... Opius. Okay, steal the silphium resin. Figure out how to make the others drop out of the election. Domitius has denied me access to Malleolus's villa. Obtain a bow, find a way into the palace. Laten we gewoon die resin stelen, man. Wow, het is dood. Circular loaf of bread designed to be pulled apart into wedges. It appears to be freely available to anyone who wants it. Oh, okay, nice. Fuck it, sure, why don't we got some loaf of bread. Waar is die resin dan? Even kijken waar hij is hoor. Voordat ik zomaar iets doms doe. Ik zag net wat. Bust. Sculpture of Ares, the Greek god of war, known as the Romans as Mars. Wauw, oké. Ik ben echt benieuwd hè. Stel een god of war. Nou, maar ik ga niks zeggen. It's from me a list of things Odysseus plans to buy once he is escaped. Pale and plump. Ga niks zeggen, bro. Sculpture of Minerva, the Roman goddess of strategy. Strategy. Yo, the Reed X, what's up? Waar is die guy dan? Is hij dat? Fuck it. What?
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Uh-oh. What the shit? Oh shit! Waar is die magistrate dan? Een soort van, is ook een time loop game. Ja, fucking hell, ik schrok me dood. Huh? Oh shit. Waar de fuck moet ik naartoe? Oh shit, he actually killed himself. Okay. SMG game. Wat voor game is dit? Dit is een Oké, wait. Even kijken wat Looper. Loop through time once. Oké. Oh fuck, ik heb nog steeds weinig HP. Oh, maar ik word gewoon... Oké, automatische regen. Ja. Ja. Oké. Ja, dus wat er is, dit spel, je hebt een soort van amnesia. Je wordt gestrand op de rivier van Tiber in Italië. En iemand vraagt aan je van, hey, kan je iemand opzoeken in de Ancient Ruins? Dan ga je naar die Ancient Ruins, dan val je door zo'n gat heen. Nu zit je vast in zo'n underground city. En je komt erachter dat je dus terug in tijd kan gaan. Dus nu zit je in 62 na Christ of zoiets. Ja, dus dan moet je in principe erachter komen. Ja, dus ik moet de time paradox maken. According to Sentius, I'll be flung back to my own time. If I can create a paradox, I'll need to change history in a way that makes sense to my 65C. Okay. For example, Sentius says if I prevent the sin that breaks the golden rule, then he'll never create the portal, and it'll be impossible for me to be in the past. En wat de golden rule is als één iemand de sin pleegt, dan wordt iedereen gepunished daarvoor. Zoals je net zag. Je zag net iedereen dat ze goud werden. Damn, fucked up.
Salve, friend. I'm Galerius.
Yeah, boy.
I don't think so. I've never seen you before in my life. Oh, I guess how much did I drink last night? Sorry to have bothered you. Oh, and since you seem to be in a hurry, you should try out this device I made. Worked real hard on it.
What the fuck is it? Zipline handlebar. Waarom heeft hij een zipline handlebar?
Just attach the pulley to the rope over the lake and hang on to the handles. If it works, it'll be faster than walking. And if it doesn't work, worst thing that can happen is you'll take a swim in the lake. I haven't quite summoned the courage to test it myself. But don't worry, it's completely safe. Probably.
Where did he pull that out from?
Alright, see you around.
Nice. Don't steal anything, don't hurt anyone, don't. Whoever wrote this didn't get a chance to finish, evidently. Eloquently. Natural pocket. Oeh. Wat moet je?
Fear is proof. What is it, citizen? All right.
Oké, dus hij bluft niet.
Oh,
Dus,
another one fresh out of the baths, I take it. Ugh, I wish Horatius would stop letting Bob... You know, some people's... But what kind of an awful, incompetent god would let my sister go missing on his or her watch? Did you hear that? Curse you, you coward! Where is my sister? What do you have to say for yourself? No response. Nothing. That's what I thought. I'm telling you, this mysterious god of ours has to be asleep on the job. Either that, or, like people are saying, it really is just a children's fable my father is exploiting to frighten us into behaving. Oh, and I suppose I'll just have to take the word of a know-nothing barbarian who just arrived, will I? I trust you can see yourself out.
Actually, let me see something. Inventory. Do we have to? Yes. Okay. Nice. Sylphian resin. Let's go.
We're finally alone. I assume... We have? Wait, if I understand correctly, someone is about to break the golden rule, forcing me to create a portal in time to bring you here? I must have entrusted you with figuring out who the culprit is. Only, I assume we failed, and you had to start over. Is that about right? If so, what happened?
I broke it.
You broke it? Why in Pluto's name would you do that?
I was just trying to see what would happen. Ay.
Well, it seems you failed spectacularly. Look, it's unfortunate, but all that matters now is that you make use of what you've learned and gathered and do better next time.
Be
I assume
better.
you sought me out again for a reason. Thank you. I'll be waiting here for news.
Whoa! Parkour.
Oh, don't mind me. I just live here.
Shut the fuck up. And straight up get good.
Fear is proof of a degenerate mind.
Hey, Horatius. How's it feel knowing your man's doomed to lose the election today?
If you're trying to goad me into an argument, it won't work. I'm a stoic, remember?
If the old man couldn't even keep his own daughter safe, how can anyone trust him to keep us safe, eh?
Why do I get the feeling you lot had something to do with Centilla's disappearance?
That's it. Blame everyone but yourself.
If I find out you did something to that poor sweet girl, not even the Golden Rule is gonna protect you. Got it?
Huh. As if I'll be afraid of you, little man.
VBA? Stranger.
A new face. Ave, and may Vesta watch over you. I'm Equitia. To what do I owe the pleasure of this visit?
Oh shit, we moesten met haar praten.
Oh my. I take it people are quite direct where you're from. I suppose it's quite charming in its own way. Usually, however, you wouldn't simply march up to a Vestal priestess and without due formality or courtesy ask, "What is your story?" The proper approach would be to arrange an introduction through a mutual acquaintance in high office, by which time you would already know how to address me. And then you would find a way to satisfy your curiosity rather more indirectly. But to be honest, I've often thought what an unnecessarily formal way to communicate that is. So, let's do it your way. You just keep being yourself and ask whatever you like. It'll be a refreshing change. You know, I'm not entirely sure. But what about you? How did you end up here? Karen, you say? And nothing about that name seemed odd to you? Why is that?
Because of the memes.
The memes? What are the memes? So, A bit like Egyptian hieroglyphs, then? So your people make hieroglyphics depicting this accursed character, the one they call Karen. I wonder if... No. I apologize. I don't mean to be cryptic. It's just that you've got me thinking. Have you spoken with any of the others about how they arrived here too? I really think you should. Go around and ask them what they remember and see if you notice any patterns.
Ja, inderdaad, waren strangers.
Good. Thank you. But please be careful. I just don't want to see what happened to Livia happen to you too. You have? Then what is it? Yes, I also had such an encounter. What else? Yes, I understand many of our friends were carried here by a river current. What else? There are definitely some common threads there. But I think we'll need at least a few to ensure we're not just seeing coincidences. Keep asking people how they wound up here. I don't want us to rush to any conclusions yet. Livia's fate weighs heavily on my mind, and dictates we should be sure. Yes, you should ask the others first. I don't, I'm afraid. It seems to me we're exiled here until the gods judge us, one way or another. I'm quite sure it's the work of the gods, which is strange because they've never been particularly concerned with our misdeeds, as long as we've kept the peace of the gods. We asked for blessings, for good health, bountiful harvest, military victory, and in return, we offer praise, wine, incense, or animals. But here, it seems they require much more of us. I find myself reminded of an especially pertinent tale from our great poet Ovid in his epic Metamorphoses. Would you like to hear it? It is rather long. Wonderful. It goes like this. Baucis and Philemon were an old married couple living a humble life in a small town. One night, the town gets a visit from a couple of vagrants. They go from door to door, asking for a place to stay the night. Of course, being vagrants, they're turned away sharply from house after house, 1,000 in all, until finally they come to the little cottage where Baucis and Philemon lived. Now, the kind old couple had very little to offer, but nevertheless, they invite these strangers into their house and offer them food, wine, and a place to stay. Immediately, the guests make themselves at home. They begin gulping down the old couple's wine, so much so that Baucis, the old lady, begins to worry they're going to run out. And then she notices something strange. Her wine pitcher keeps refilling itself, as if by magic, realizing only a select few possess such powers. Says to her husband, Philemon, "I think these men are gods in disguise." Immediately the couple begins apologizing for offering such coarse wine, and the vagrants metamorphosize and reveal themselves to be Jupiter, the king of the gods, and Mercury, the trickster god. They confide they didn't mind the meager offerings. They were just pleased that someone in the town offered them hospitality. Then Jupiter says to them, "You have passed our test, but everyone else in this city failed, so we are going to destroy this place and everyone in it, except you, who we will grant a wish." So old Baucis and Philemon escape up into the mountains safely, and they receive their wish, which is for eternity together. Meanwhile, Jupiter carries through with his threat and wipes that city off the map. Some say the moral of that story is that we must all honor the sacred rituals of guest friendship, the reciprocal obligations owed between hosts and guests. But I like to think it's that we should always show compassion for those less fortunate than ourselves. I'm pleased to hear it. It must be completed by dusk, just the same as any other official business. It'll be between Sentius, the incumbent, and Malleolus, the challenger. Why do you ask? all of the male citizens who are willing and able to attend, unless they're running, of course. Well, you're not a citizen yet, so no, I'm afraid not. But if it's any consolation, there are other ways to influence the outcome of an election. By using whatever gifts the gods gave you. Nothing untoward, of course. I'm responsible for announcing it and making sure the procedures are followed. You can, assuming they're eligible and willing to accept the nomination. As I said, I'm planning to hold it before dusk, but I suppose I could hold it sooner, if there's a good reason. As you wish. Certainly. And did you notice anything? A pattern? I keep asking Livia's. Come back to me once you've acquainted yourself with the rest of our neighbors.
Okay. Oh shit, je kan gewoon bijna doodgaan. Nee. Oh.
Come back to me once you've acquainted yourself with the rest of our
We kunnen boven gaan. Bijna. Yep. Gewoon bijna doodgaan. Crazy, right? Fucking hell. Minerva, okay. Wait, was she niet daar? Wie is dit?
Name's Rufius. Better watch your step. Can't talk long, got to stay sharp, but family's from Seleucia on Tigris, Babylon province. But I've been roaming a long time now. Even joined the legions. The 6th. One they call Ironclads. Same way as everyone else. Because we're all in grave danger. Is it not obvious? Magistrate made me toss it in the chasm. Stupid. Going to have to improvise now. If you were dealing with what I am,
oh, weet je dat?
Be either.
I mean, ja, groene ogen, zwart haar. Maar... How?
None of your business. Introiti ipsam commensula. If we have to. If I did, do you think we'd be having this conversation? I'll tell you this much. I hate the fact that my survival depends on the common sense of other people.
Oh, wow. Oh ja, Babylon natuurlijk.
Then you know what I'm talking about. I mean, all these people just bumble along like nothing's wrong. While we're one bad decision away from being wiped out. Like the last lot of people who lived here. Seems like I'm the only one ready for what's coming. Whatever that is. And when it hits, It's everyone for themselves. You've been warned. I don't know. But did you ever get the feeling some of these statues are watching us when we're not looking? Like they're waiting for something. I don't like it. Of course I am. Meliodas. Not sure I trust Sentius. Couldn't even protect his daughter in a city without sin. How's he going to protect us? No.
Straight to the point.
Whatever.
Okay.
What are you doing in here? Can't you see this woman is dying? She's been poisoned.
Was
She
leeft
needs
nog?
the resin of a plant called Silphium, but that Culus cubulatus decius won't give it to me. What? Quick, give it here. Yulia, you need to swallow this. Here, let me help you. Hopefully, in a moment, she should be able to breathe normally. That was extraordinary. How did you know she needed this exact thing? And at this exact moment? Are you some kind of oracle?
Yeah.
A what? I'm sorry, I must have misheard you. I think it's your accent, because it sounded like you said, time traveler. But whatever kind of traveler you are, that was like the gods hearing my prayers and intervening. You just saved a person's life, and you should be proud of yourself. She might even be able to thank you herself in a few moments. And maybe she can tell us who poisoned her, and who she meant when she was muttering about that snake's cruel black eyes. In the meantime, I'm happy to help you with whatever it is you need. I'm Lucretia, and I'm going to be straight with you. I'm not a physician. This is Nevia's clinic. I've just been filling in ever since she disappeared. I'm tired and out of my depth and miserable all the time. But I'd rather take this on myself than let one of you lot mess it up. My husband and I moved to Rome from Caesarea. He embraced the Roman way more than I would have liked and turned into an awful philanderer. I would have divorced him and demanded the return of my dowry, but I knew he would sooner have me killed than give me my right. So I waited for the right time to take what was mine and disappear. And then the fires came. As he prepared to evacuate our villa, I gathered our most precious belongings, coins and gemstones, and the moment his back was turned, I ran. I could barely see for the smoke, and the streets were full of people trampling each other. I ran for the river, like everyone else, and leapt in. The next thing I remember, I was waking up on a riverbank, not far from here. It's all right. Say what you will about this place. At least my fornicating husband will never find me. And while there's no shortage of snakes here, at least with the golden
Wait, nu wil ik wel weten wat
they have
philanderer
to try
betekent.
to be discreet about it.
Philanderer. Meaning. Ah, okay. The womanizer. Okay.
This shrine was in use as a clinic long before any of us arrived here. Kind of strange to set up a clinic in the temple of the god of disease. But the god who inflicts a curse is also the only god who can undo it. So I suppose praying to Apollo for healing kind of makes sense. Well, she used to run the clinic. She was a midwife, not a physician, but she was the closest thing we had down here. And she was good too, until she suddenly lost all interest in us. One day she told me she'd made some profound discovery about the golden statues. This changes everything, she kept saying. But I had no idea what she was talking about. The last time I saw her, the last time any of us saw her, She was muttering to the statues, like she could talk to them. And then she shut herself in the palace, barred the door from the inside, and nobody's seen her since. She's been gone so long now, we figure she's either dead or up to something so strange that she doesn't want anyone else to know about it. But I really wish I could reach her, because that's the only hope I have of solving a troubling problem, a real thorn in the paw situation. One of my patients is suffering from terrible rheumatism. His joints are inflamed and he's in constant pain.
Who?
I really shouldn't say. He wouldn't like it. And he's a little bit scary. He's become so irritable that the smallest things set him off. And I worry he'll end up losing his temper and lashing out. And you know what that means. I just know Nevia would know how to treat him, assuming she's still alive. But nobody seems to know how to get into the palace. Really? That would be wonderful. Thank you. Let me know how you go.
Oh shit, she's alive.
Oh, it's you. Sorry, I'm still a bit out of it. But thanks for trying to help me, I suppose. Was there something you wanted? Lucretia says I'm supposed to rest. As much as I'm grateful that you tried to help me, it's just not safe for me to talk about it. Please, no more questions. The Golden Rule. That's the least of my worries. The gods may be cruel, but Malleolus and Claudia are far crueler.
Okay.
Please, just leave me alone. I don't want to talk about it. Persistent as Nemesis, aren't you? I can tell you, but it's a long saga. All right. I'd been here about a week when it dawned on me I'd be trapped here for the rest of my life. I could hardly breathe, and I knew I had to get out somehow. So when my new friend Aurelia offered me a secret way out, I would have done anything. And then I learned her asking price. 1,000 denarii. She was supposed to be my friend. I told her it would take me years to save up that much. So she suggested I take out a loan from Malleolus. And I did. I had to sign an agreement saying I'd work off the debt over 30 years. But I figured I'd be out of here so soon it wouldn't matter. I paid Aurelia, and she gave me her so-called way out. Do you want to know what it was? Hemlock.
What's hemlock?
It's a deadly poison made from a plant. Drink this, she said, and you'll be out of here in no time. Of course, I demanded my money back, but she refused. She pointed to a sign on her tavern saying, "Let the buyer beware." Then she just looked at me with those cruel black eyes, and she laughed. She immediately told Malleolus I'd try to escape without paying him back. Only, he didn't seem upset or surprised at all. In fact, he just thanked her. And that's when I realized the two of them had planned the whole thing from the beginning. That's what I said to the magistrate. I went to Sentius and begged for help, but he said the law was clear.
Damn.
I'd signed over my labor for
From
30
shitty to
years
shitter.
and there was nothing he could do. I thought about resisting too. But Malleolus said if I didn't submit, I'd break the Golden Rule. And I couldn't be responsible for all those deaths, so
I
he
did,
locked me
and
in
everything
his
came
villa,
out right.
confiscated everything I owned as collateral, and made me wear immodest, humiliating outfits while I worked. day in, day out. His wife, Claudia, was just as bad. She set me to work on an endless stream of futile, demeaning tasks. I'd be on my hands and knees, scrubbing the floor clean for hours, only for her to pour slop on it and hiss, "You missed a spot." Those two took everything from me. But they forgot to confiscate one thing. My hemlock. I just wanted it to be over. But it seems I messed that up too. Should have drunk all of it. I brought it on myself. I trusted one of the most callous human beings I've ever met, and tried to swindle the other. I don't know how I could have been so stupid. When I've recovered, I expect their thug Domitius will come for me. He'll escort me back to their villa, and I'll be right back where I started. Only this time, I won't be able to lull myself to sleep at night with the thought of a permanent solution. Honestly, it would have been better if the poison had been allowed to run its course. I doubt it. It seems this is the fate the gods have chosen for me, for trying to escape. At least until someone breaks the golden rule. Huh. Maybe it wouldn't be so bad. A lot. But it doesn't matter. I made a suicide pact with Ulpius last night. He's in exactly the same position as I am. Malleolus and Aurelius set the same trap for him a month after they did it to me. He and I are in this together. He's probably already thrown himself from the bluff into Malleolus's villa by now. If so, I'd never be able to live with myself, knowing I broke my promise to him.
Shit.
I doubt you could make it up to the bluff in time. I don't know who you are, or why you seem so determined to help me, but thank you.
Sinner. Oof. Art Virgil.
Ah, a new face. Salve, and welcome to a little community. My name's impossible to pronounce for most people, so you can just call me Virgil. I hear we have you to thank for saving Julia's life.
Duits?
I'm glad you arrived when you did. Well, I'm an architect. Or at least I was back in Rome. That's probably too grandiose a term to describe what I do here. Help out with repairs and try to stop old buildings from collapsing on people. That kind of thing. But you probably don't want to hear about the ingenious architecture or mysterious history of this place. Oh, I'm glad you asked. Some of these shrines, they're constructed hundreds of years ago, which means Romans have been arriving here for at least that long. But there's one thing that puzzles me. The oldest shrine in this avenue isn't Roman at all. It's Greek. Well, yes, that could be the reason. Or it could mean that there were Greeks living and worshipping here before the Romans arrived. Which begs the interesting question, who really built this place? And could it be far older than any of us imagine? If only there was a way we could talk to the people who came here before us. The stories they could tell. Gladly. Personally, my favorite thing about this place is the aqueducts. Those series of adjoining arches. They're an ingenious feat of Roman engineering with a very practical purpose. They take fresh water coming from outside the city and distributed all across the chasm. It's funneled below the palace and into a cistern beneath the Great Temple. Some of it flows down into another cistern beneath the villas, and the rest is funneled to the shrine of Proserpina, where it fills the lake, and allows us to fish and farm. Hey, not so loud. Just talking about that could anger the gods for all we know. I'm not saying it's impossible, but you'd have to find a way inside somehow. Just
Nee, het is echt clearly Duits accent, man.
try to be a bit more discreet about it.
Als het Nederlands was, zou hij zeggen... I'm not saying it's impossible, but you'd have to find a way inside somehow. Just please try to be a bit more discreet about it. Nee, ik kan echt geen Nederlands accent. Wanneer ik Engels praat, dat is echt crazy.
You mean the Great Temple? This one's a bit of a mystery. Given the way it's positioned so prominently, looking down on us, it's clear that whoever built it felt it was the most important temple in the city. Unfortunately, someone else went out of their way to keep its purpose a mystery. You see, usually a temple is dedicated to a particular god.
Psych. Ik dacht dat...
Or Diana or
Bruh.
Apollo.
Ik kan geen Nederlands accent waar ik
God is
Engels praat.
obvious. But in this case, it's unknown. There's an obelisk out the front, which probably used to bear the name of this unknown god. But it appears
Dat is waar, dat is waar. Je hebt wel
some
gelijk, man.
barbarian defaced it.
In die
And
tijd
of
zou
course
het misschien wel
we can't
hetzelfde
get
zijn.
inside because it's locked up tighter than the temple of Saturn in Rome.
Ja, misschien
And that
gewoon
contains the
100%.
treasury. So we're all left wondering, which
Germaans
god is
accent
the
dan.
temple dedicated to? And
Shit, ik heb alles
is
gemist,
Rome
man, boys.
responsible for the golden rule? Unless somebody figures out a way inside, I suppose we'll never know.
Nou, ik ook niet.
Of course. You wouldn't believe how often the new ones ask that question. But I'd tell you the same thing I tell everyone else. There are much worse places to live out your days. You might have a few sleepless nights thinking about the golden rule, but once you get used to the fear, knowing that a single slip-up could cost you everything, it's not too bad. Nothing new to me, anyway. Oh, I just mean I grew up in the Batavi tribe, far to the north in Noviomagus, and learned to expect a bit of hostility. They weren't nearly as tolerant as the Romans.
Oh, ik kan niet eens vragen waar hij vandaan komt.
Some people say it's divine, the work of a god. But
Is
I'm
dat
not so
Nijmegen?
sure. It just
Wow.
seems so flawed to me. Like it's distinctly human. I mean,
Dus hij is toch wel
once you've
Nederlands.
been here long enough, you'll notice people doing things
Of ja,
that
Germaans.
just seems so wrong to you. But this so-called god doesn't seem to care, which means one of two things. Either you don't know the difference between right and wrong, or this unknown god doesn't. And I'm
Shit.
pretty sure. Fair enough.
Batavier, oké.
Some people say it's divine, the work of a god. But, I mean, once you've been here long enough, you'll notice people doing things that just, which means one of two things. And I'm pretty good. Then I hope you'll agree that there are only two ways of dealing with unfair rulers. The first is to leave. The second is to remove the ruler from power. And it seems leaving may not be an option. Good question. It's best if I say no more, but I hope you'll give it some thought. Look, I haven't done anything wrong, if that's what you're thinking. Somebody just has a problem with my preference for male company. Hey, nothing gets by you, huh? Sorry, that was mean. Yes, I like men. And when you grow up in the north, as I did, in the city of Noviomagus, you expect a bit of hostility. The Batavi are not known for their tolerance. I saw enough friends killed or driven away to know the cost of not keeping your personal affairs to yourself. So I hid who I was for, what was it, nearly 10 years? Watching what I said and where I looked. But that kind of fear eats away at you slowly, until living isn't any better than the thing you were afraid of. Needless to say, since I'm now living underground, halfway across the known world with an assumed name, my openness didn't go down well among the enlightened folk of the Batavi. Nice of you to say, but not necessary. In any case, the Romans are far more accepting, and among them, I get to be who I am. Or at least, I thought that was the case. It seems I was wrong. It's not just graffiti. I have quite a collection of handwritten notes too. The strange thing is, I keep my personal affairs to myself. I've never really been interested in any of the men here. Not my type. So I'm not sure what I could have done to upset this person. If I had to guess, I'd say it's probably one of those cultists. Strange bunch. They insist there's only one god, and that he considers my nature a sin. Can you believe that? If there are any of them here, they won't admit it. Not since they supposedly burnt down half of Rome last year and went into hiding. All I know is, if these threats keep escalating, eventually my secret admirer is going to cross a line and break the golden rule. What? Really? I didn't expect that. But thanks. It's always a pleasure to meet someone so selfless. I'm glad you arrived when you did. I'd start by figuring out who the cultists are. Or maybe ask around among the merchants here. Someone who lives or works in the forum must have seen something. But if you find them, please don't hurt or humiliate them. I suspect they're just confused. Come back and let me know what you find.
Okay. I know who you are and what you want. Turn away from this path, for we all suffer your sins. Oké, maar wat heb je te zeggen over mijn zaklamp? Helemaal niks, oké.
How'd you do? Salve, stranger, and welcome to our idyllic little slice of the Empire. I'm Dacius. I don't, I'm afraid, but I did overhear Fabia telling Georgius she saw something. She was headed to the baths not long ago. Very well, another time.
Oh, it's toilet. Communal public. Oh, damn. These holes must be designed for use with a sponge on a stick. Sponge on a stick. Oh. Unhygienic. Pick up the sponge on a stick. Small stick with a sponge attached. This must be what Romans use instead of toilet paper. Ai nee. Heb ik net poep aangeraakt? Oh my god. Hoe werkt die riolering hier? This dude died while taking a shit. Wow. Bruh. Theophilus had an orgy with 4 girls here and disappointed all of them equally. Damn. Always remember they were watching. No, okay. Oh, je kan parcouren. Come on, come on. Never mind. Oh my god, bro. That was kinda eng. A fountain producing fresh water, which is coming from the aqueduct behind it. If water can enter the city via the aqueducts, perhaps there's a way to escape through them. Okay, maar ik moet de paths vinden. Oh shit, what the fuck?
Help! You have to do something!
Waar kom jij vandaan?
A man arrived in the baths. A real nasty sort, with his face all covered up.
Oh shit.
And he's got a weapon. You have to do something, or he's gonna break the golden rule. Thank you. He's still in there, somewhere. I have to hide. Find me in this empty shrine when it's over.
Bro, ik weet niet eens waar... No.
What? We don't have time for this. I have to go. Ugh.
Ik kan niet bewegen. Oh, oké.
The shrine is collapsing.
Oh, ben ik ook dood? Ik wist niet dat ik dood zou gaan. Ik dacht was gewoon Invisible War bal en dan. Oh nee, dat meen je niet. Nou oké, was niet zover. Dus het komt wel goed.
This area is private. Please leave.
Do you really want to be responsible for the sin that destroys us all? Okay.
Whatever's in that great temple up there. Salve, stranger. Oh.
Help! You have to do something. A man arrived in the bar. Thank you. I have to... Hear what? What? We don't have... Ugh. The shrine is collapsing!
Fabia, no! Oh God, she's dead! Did anyone see that? The whole shrine just collapsed on her! Oh Fabia, why did you have to go in there? Poor sweet girl! I can't believe she is dead. Fabia, I mean. She walked into that empty shrine, and the next moment she is lying dead under a pile of rubble. The gods are cruel.
Sarcastisch, ja.
She was like a daughter to me. I'm sorry, friend. It's not right for me to lay my burden upon you. I can't believe she is dead.
Shrine may collapse at any moment. Bruh, waarom ren je dan erin? Oh no, she's dead. Oké, maar wie zit er in die beds? Is dat de beds? Damn. Anyways. Oi, what the fuck?
Stop right there. I'm looking for Tiberius Quinctius Crispus, otherwise known as Quinctius. Do you know where he is? I'm not sure I believe that, so allow me to explain something to you. I am here with orders from Emperor Nero himself to find and execute the cultist Quinctius for terrible crimes against the Empire. So, if you tell me the truth, I will allow you to live. But if you lie to me or otherwise obstruct the Emperor's business in any way, I will put this arrow through your chest. Is that understood?
Nero.
Thank you. Now tell me, who are you people, and what is this place? A small community. Ha! I was told Quinctius was a cultist, but I never thought he'd be foolish enough to lead me right to the heart of his mystery cult. Oh, don't play coy with me. I don't care if you're worshipping Bacchus, Magna Mater, or Christ. You lot are all the same to me. Always sneaking off to your secret sanctuaries, indoctrinating each other with your little mantras. The Emperor may have tolerated your activities up until now, but after what Quinctius did, those days are numbered. You say that, but if you're not a cult, then why go to such great lengths to keep this place a secret?
Breaking the golden rule.
So you admit you're not allowed to leave? Threatening me is not going to help you, but in any case, that sounds an awful lot like a cult to me.
Oh my God,
and I saw the inscription saying, "The many shall suffer for the sins of the one." I take it this is some kind of mantra you all believe? A distinction without a difference. You've clearly been indoctrinated into this nonsense. Now tell me, where did you lot get enough gold to make all these statues? You lot are practicing human sacrifice too. You people disgust me. Of course you'd say that, but that's what your kind do, isn't it? Our God told us to do it. It's all clear to me now. The secret sanctuary, the indoctrination, the mantra, the human sacrifice. You're cultists. There's no doubt in my mind. What baffles me is how a person can believe in something with such zeal. They just can't see what they've become. However, you still have a chance to redeem yourself by telling me where Quinctius is. Do not waste it. Then you're of no use to me. Do you have any last words? Well, I'd say that's rather convenient, since I was planning to kill you all anyway.
The many shall suffer for the sins of the one.
Nice. Tegen wie vecht jij? Zien jullie deze zigzag manoeuvre? Hoc est quod est. Yep. It is what it is.
Salve, friend.
I'm your boy.
What? I'm speaking Latin. You are too, although your accent's a little strange. Oh, I see what you did there. Changing the subject like that. Nice try. Oh, sounds serious. I'm listening.
Your boy.
Yulia? Oh no. Alright, I can do that. I'll go, but once I'm done, I'll need you to tell me how you know all of this.
Oh nee, hij heeft me die dingen zien geven! Oh. Ik heb gewoon... What the fuck?
Oh.
Actual bro moment. Ik ben gewoon sneller dan jij, man. Wat de hel? Ren, 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 ren.
Smile on you, brother.
Run, boy, run. So, you okay, bro? Sheesh.
Fear is proof of a degenerate mind.
Oh, don't mind me. Oh.
We're finally alone. Seems right.
Huh?
Thank you.
Ik dacht dat ik dat aan Dings moest vertellen, aan Centius. Over die assassin. Oké, fuck it. Kan ik het ziplijn gebruiken? Kan ik gewoon parkour gebruiken? Oh shit. Maakt niet uit, you got this.
On your best behavior, I trust?
Nee.
Ave. Interesting. I'm not sure why you're telling me, but you've come to the right person. Did you find a pattern then? What have you noticed? That's true. I know I wasn't entirely sure how I wound up here. What else? There are definitely...
How'd you do?
Greetings and salutations. My friend, your words in... This is troubling, is it not? I'm afraid I have no idea. It is ridiculous, though. Virgil is a fine man. But my young friend Fabia confided in me that she saw someone leaving graffiti on his shop front last night. Perhaps you should ask her about it. I hope that our paths cross.
Kan ik aan Fabio vertellen dat die shrine gaat collapsen?
Help! You have to do something. A man arrived in the bar. None of us do. The magistrate made us throw them all into the chasm. So now this man's bow is the only one in the city. You'll just have to improvise. Thank you. He's still in there, somewhere. I have to hide. Find me in this empty shrine when it's over. What? Why? All right, fine. Come and find me in my bakery instead. Please be careful.
Trickster. Misschien moet ik hem hier naartoe luren. You just saved here life? Nice.
Stop right there. Thank you. For your service to the Empire, I'll let you live for now. But you'd best make sure our paths don't cross again.
Wie had ook weer een boog nodig? Even kijken hoor. Ja, oké, maar voor wie? Loop een beetje sneller, man. Wordt dit gezien als een zin?
Curse you, cultist.
Lol. Oké, wacht even. Alright, even. Oké. Wooden bow. Nice. Bounty notice. Emperor Nero has ordered the execution of a goddess named Quintus with different colored eyes. Ooh, okay. Alright, sure. Denarius. Hey. Green and one blue eye. Luna, okay.
You there? I'm sorry to trouble you, but I couldn't help but notice that fine bow you're carrying. No idea how you managed to get your hands on it, especially in the light of our dear old magistrate's ban. But
vroeg hij erom?
And before you ask, no, I wouldn't dream of trying to buy it from you. I have no use for a wooden bow myself. But I would like to propose a joint business venture of sorts.
Hold up, man. Wie wou ook alweer een bow? Shit. Ja, maar is hij dat? Wou hij echt een bow hebben? Wacht even. Volgens mij wou die andere die bow. Maar wacht even, we zien wel.
Tell me, do you have any idea how people here end up as golden statues? And here I was thinking I was the only one to figure it out. In any case, supposedly 1 or 2 of those arrows is enough to turn a full-grown man into gold. Now, of course, that is a travesty, a terrible, horrible waste of human life, which has to be stopped. And yet, On the other hand, I can't help but think of the tale told by that Greek fella Aesop, the goose that laid the golden egg. With the ability to transmute organic matter into gold, one could create infinite wealth. Use your imagination. Golden animals, insects, trees and plants. The Midas touch without the drawbacks. We are talking riches beyond imagining. And even if we were to split all those riches between the two of us, half of infinite wealth is still infinite. Interested? Look, I might have skimmed over that one, but don't be so pedantic. Are you interested or not? Oh, I'm not suggesting we use such a bow on people. There's no profit in breaking the golden rule. Excellent. So the first question is, how do we get our hands on one of those golden bows? Now, I have a plan. But first, tell me, are you familiar with the story of the goddess Diana? No problem. Allow me to explain. Diana is our goddess of the hunt, the moon, and the underworld, depending on who you ask. The one thing priests and poets agree on is that she carried with her a golden bow and a quiver of golden arrows. And it just so happens that there is a shrine of Diana in this very forum, with a prominent statue of the goddess herself. And would you like to guess what she's holding in her hand? Precisely. I can't tell you how many hours I've spent in that temple staring at it, trying to figure out how to retrieve it without breaking you know what.
Oh, we moeten de... Hoe noem je dat? De Indiana Jones doen.
Oh, gods no! If you tried that, we'd all be dead within moments, I'm sure. No, here's what I propose. You give your bow to me, I cover it in a thin layer of gold leaf, and we create a replica of a golden bow. Then, you enter the shrine, extinguish the braziers, and under cover of darkness, swap out the fake for the original. It's not theft exactly, it's more of a trade. But make no mistake, this is a dangerous path, and there's no way of knowing where it will lead. But in my experience, all the best adventures begin with a risky first step. Now, you must have questions. Ask away. Because the gods would see you, of course. Hence, my proposal. I'm more of an ideas man, whereas you're obviously the more resourceful and heroic type. I have complete confidence in you. When Prometheus stole fire from the gods and became a hero to all mankind, do you think he was worried about the danger? Only because he was silly enough to get caught. So, are you in, partner?
Horror elements. Oh shit. Volgende loop.
Are you sure? Last chance.
Oh. Je moet zeggen letterlijk do it.
Wonderful. Now, if you'll hand over your bow, I can get started applying a layer of gold leaf. This is a quality weapon.
No balls.
Now, bear with me for a moment. And here we are, a gold leaf bow.
Oké, goed. Recht naar mijn gezicht.
Now I've gone and unlocked the shrine of Diana for you, so as quick as you can, head on inside. It's just at the end of the street on the left. May the gods not watch over you.
Ja, snap je? Oeh, het is bijna 9 uur. Oké. Is dit niet Diana's Shrine? Unlock myself and don't try to find me. Zo, wat gebeurt daar dan? Kan ik klimmen? Ik denk het niet. Oh, hij bedoelde die andere kant. Oké, makes sense. Nee, volgens mij, want als hij links bedoelde, dan is het sowieso die kant daar zo. Wie is dat?
You...
Oh ja, Fabian natuurlijk.
You took care of him? An accident? So, it's over? Oh God, it's such a relief. I really thought we were all going to die. I do have a question though. That shrine, the one I was going to hide in, did you know it was going to collapse?
Shit.
I don't understand. Oh, I see. I should probably keep my big mouth shut then. Sorry. I promise, nobody else will ever know what you did. But I know. That was really clever. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. Oh, speaking of which, welcome. I'm Fabia. Sorry I was a bit frantic before. Need anything?
Shit. Ik wou eigenlijk stoppen met streamen, maar fuck it.
Oh, there's not much to tell. I mostly just bake bread and try to help out where I can. I suppose it all started about 8 months ago. I was living in Rome with my family when I got sick. Terrible timing. My pa had just arranged a husband for me. A fisherman's son. I was about to meet him for the first time when I came down with an awful fever. I spent the next week in bed. Pa paid priests to make offerings to Asclepius, a white rooster, then a goat. But nothing worked. In the end, they decided I'd do better outside the city. Clean air in the countryside would do me good, they said. But after about a day in a carriage on the Appian Way, I was getting worse, not better. I remember closing my eyes for a bit, and I guess I must have fell asleep, because when I opened them again, I was in a forest by a river. I suppose the driver took off with his fee and left me for dead. Can't say I blame him. I wouldn't have wanted to catch what I had either. Anyway, I went searching for help, stumbled across the trapdoor temple, and here I am. Oh yeah, I suppose you're right. Hadn't really thought about it. But the gods are mysterious and powerful. Who knows what their plans are for us? What? You've been here a few moments and you're desperate to get out already? Why not give the place a chance before you try to leave? Good people here. Galerius works hard on the farm so I can put food on our tables, and Lucretia tries to keep us healthy. My friend Georgius is always mending our clothes, and Virgil makes sure these old walls don't fall down around us. Well, he does his best. I'm just saying, there are worse places you could live out your days. Well, I can tell from your funny accent you're not from around here, but that doesn't mean you don't belong, does it? Oh, I try not to worry about it. I mean, if people are nice to each other, we won't have anything to worry about, will we? Thanks. And I like your teeth. They're so white. And your clothes. Oh, I bet my friend Georgius would like to get a look at you. And I'm sure he'd love to chatter about the golden rule with you too. He'll be just across the forum in his shop. Terrible shame that is. Maybe this'll help. Late last night, I was cleaning my oven when I heard some noises outside. The forum's usually dead quiet at that hour, so I came out to see what was going on. To be honest, I thought maybe poor old Dooley had got out of his cell and was snooping around again. So I put my head out and saw someone in front of Virgil's shop. I couldn't tell who, it was too dark. I called out to them, but they just turned and ran off without a word. All I remember is they ran past a lit torch, and the light glinted off something metallic. Armour, I think. So I suppose it could only be one of 3 people. Horatius, Domitius, or Rufius. I hope that helps. All right. Thanks again for taking care of our problem. I won't forget it.
Zo, dat was een afstand. Holy shit. Alright, snel naar Diana. Where are you at, Diana? Who the fuck you is?
Hello? Hello? My name's Dooley.
Oh.
I live here now because I got in trouble and they said they had to lock me up. I don't know. I don't remember things so good. I think it's just because I was looking for treasure. Yes, but I wasn't. I was just looking.
No.
They said I did it more than once, but I can't remember things so good. Then they called me mean names. They called me a liar, Billy.
Oh, liability.
Yes. They said I have to live here now, and gave me this letter. But I'm not good with words. Do you think you could read it for me?
Oh, it's dyslexia? Liar Billy. Magistrate Sentius explains Dooley was locked up to prevent him from trespassing. Okay. I'm writing to you in relation to your incorrigible antisocial behavior arising from your obsession with an alleged lost treasure. While I am sympathetic to your plight and the passing of your guardian Hannibal some weeks ago, I wish to impress upon you an important message. The treasure you seek does not exist. Given your memory limitations, it seems likely you simply misremembered. More importantly, since you have on several occasions been caught trespassing, including around the cisterns, which are strictly off limits to all citizens, I have reluctantly come to an conclusion. So, wait, laat me even wat drinken, want mijn mond is helemaal droog. I have reluctantly come to the conclusion that you are a liability to this community and must have your freedom limited, lest you break the golden rule. Okay. It is my hope that this letter will assist you to remember why you are incarcerated should you experience further lapses in memory.
What does it say? My treasure. My friend Hannibal used to look after me. He said he always would. But then, he died. It was very sad. He said, if anything ever happened to him, I had to find something very precious hidden away. He gave me this key and made me promise to keep it safe until I found the treasure. But I couldn't find it. All I remember is he said something about the cisterns, but when I went up to the high one, they put me in here. Now nobody looks after me, except my friend Galerius and Ek, the priestess lady. She's a nice lady. Hannibal said I shouldn't give it to anyone I didn't trust. But maybe you could help me get out of here. Then I would trust you a lot. Galerius already tried that. He said the magistrate wouldn't listen, no matter what.
Oh shit.
Like Galerius? He's nice. I like Galerius. He made me a doll and everything. If
Damn.
you make him magistrate,
Ik had
he
niet eens
can
gedacht
get me
om een
out of here,
derde
and I
magistrate
can give you the key
candidate
to my treasure. Hannibal said it was
te hebben.
in the cisterns. I can't remember what it was, just that it was way up high and very precious. Bye-bye.
Fucking hell, ik wou die Diana shit doen. Note from Dooley protesting his innocence. I did not do it. Oh, it's eigenlijk best wel fucked up. Alright man, fucking Diana, waar ben je? Ik denk niet hier, maar ik ben wel benieuwd wat hier is. Dude, he did not do it. Wow, did not did it. Damn. Oh, ik ga echt naar places waar ik niet naartoe wil gaan. Oké, ja. Nee. Wauw. Old scroll in which the author makes the case against the existence of the Golden Rule, the myth of the Golden Rule, by Durotas the Younger. As per our custom, I shall begin by paying my respect to the god responsible for the city. For our continued prosperity and tranquil seclusion, he deserves our admiration, but here I must depart from custom, for his attempting at imposing strict rule upon us is oppressive and overreaching, and deserving for our contempt. Who among us, has not awoken at night in a cold sweat, fearing some sort of accidental transgression of the Golden Rule? All of us must accept that we are all capable of error, whether from a momentary lapse in judgment or a conscious decision based on faulty reasoning. Yet the great threat, the sort of Damocles that we live under is, I believe, merely a deception, and I shall prove it to you. Let me begin by dismissing the counter-arguments. Fucking hell. God lezen. First, it may be argued that the inscription stating the many shall suffer for the sins of the one is evidence that the Golden Rule is very real, but that is logically unsound, for we cannot assume the writers knew any more than we did. That this message was inscribed does not make it true, any more than if I were to inscribe Durotas the Younger is a god. Second, it may be argued that the statues in this palace are evidence that the Golden Rule is real. You need not remind me that. It was I who discovered them all around the city. It was I who collected them, placed them in the handcarts, and placed them in the niches in which they sit today. I will not soon forget them, and yet I refuse to leap to the conclusion that they were once real people. There is simply no evidence to support that conclusion. When we read the story of Venus bringing Pygmalion sculpture Galatea to life, we do not believe it is true. Why should we take a different view here? But ultimately, these arguments are just that. After years of living in fear, there is only one way for me to prove that the Golden Rule is falsehood, and that is through action. Friends, I apologize in advance for this, but one day you will see this moment as a turning point in our city's history. Let us see once and for all if the Golden Rule is real as I strike one of you with my fist. Oh shit. Well, there you go. Maar wie heeft hij geslagen dan? Oké, Diana. Ben jij hier? Nee. She be drinking something. Waar de fuck is Diana? Oké, vertel me waar Diana is. Is dat toch al de schrijf van Diana? Nee, toch. Ah, it's getting late, man. Misschien was het toch wel hier links. Oh, wacht. Bruh. Is dit hem? Ja, dit was hem. Wow. Waarom zoveel muggen? Extinguish the braziers. Negen uur te laat? Nee, ik wou ook dan gaan streamen, vandaar. En nog eten. Oké.
Is that you, partner? Do you have the bow?
Who the fuck?
Wonderful. Just go ahead and slide it under the door for me and I'll unlock it for you.
Hey. Motherfucker.
And yet you did. And now, here we are. With me out here and you in there. Until you give me my bow. No, technically, I never said that. I said, if we were to split all those riches between the two of us, infinite wealth is still infinite. It's hardly my fault if you can't tell the difference between a hypothetical and a promise, now is it? Oh, I do love a good loophole.
Oh my god.
You're just gonna have to take your chances, I'm afraid. The bow, now. And don't even think about giving me the fake one. I'll recognise my own handiwork. I would reconsider my position quickly if I were you. I'm not sure if you noticed, but you're stuck in there with a hornet's nest, and they can be rather aggressive toward intruders. You know, some say it takes 27 hornet stings to kill a man, but I always wondered how anyone could have known that. Let's find out if they were right, shall we?
Waarom heb ik zomaar mijn bow... Moet ik dat schieten? Ben je serieus? Om dood te gaan? Wacht even. Oké, maar hoe schiet je? Controls. Nice, oké. R2? Oké. Oh god. Oh, maar het wordt goud, hè? Nice. The Grand Escape, let's go. I wish I could kill him, maar... Dude, dit lijkt op Deadfog, man. Oké, gelukkig. Oké, snel. Eigenlijk, laten we gewoon nu saven. Lijkt me wel een goede plek om te saven. Even kijken of die wel... mij wel naar de juiste save plek stuurt. Yes sir. Oké, nou boys, leuke stream. Dank jullie wel voor, ja, voor er te zijn. Dan zie ik jullie zo meteen bij de Danganronpa stream.